Okay. Alright. I think we are finally good to go here. Looks like everything's up and running. So, let's say we get rid of this freaking flower that put me in freaking rage mode last stream. Honestly, part of it was because I was hangry and never play Elden Ring when you're hangry. So, what I think we need to do is play to the weakness of this boss, which is fire. So we're going to swap out our Ash of War on our weapons to kind of make it a little bit easier. Hopefully. So I am testing streaming on Twitch, YouTube Horizontal, and YouTube Shorts. So we'll see how it goes. See if my computer decides to blow up or not. Hopefully not. Alright, so we want to do fire. I think maybe we want to go for Flame of the Redmanes. Oh, you know what? I should probably go duplicate this too. That would probably be a good idea. So, let's go back to the round table hold and get this done. Yes, yes, everything's on fire. Testing out on the shorts, just having the screen minimized so you can still see most of the gameplay. If people would prefer it to be like expanded out to where you just see mostly the middle of the screen, that's fine. Just let me know and I can work on that for next time.
Now.
Alright. We are gonna duplicate Flame of the Red. That. And then we're going to swap this one out too. I think this is the better damage. Alright. So we'll do this and then we'll switch back afterwards. You know, barring that this is successful and I don't completely rage again and cause a control. Promise I won't do, these things are expensive. Just might really consider. See, then the best part, then our Mimic will also have fire on his. Alright, so we got that. Can we swap off of this yet? Okay, we finally have enough endurance where we can swap and still be in medium load. So we don't need the arsenal anymore. Okay, so we've got this for bonus to jump attacks. We want to try and hit the head of the freaking flower. That's its biggest weakness. Otherwise, we'll have to hit wherever we can. We've got Holy Resist, and we've got physical damage. So, not going to need you. You know, I'm thinking about swapping out my physics. Take a look there real quick. And I don't think the strength boost is really doing much for us anymore. Let's try this out. I haven't actually tried this trick. Wonder how long it lasts. See if we can get just tons of jump attacks in without wasting stamina. Could be good. Let's try that out. Alright, let's go and pop a rune arc. Alright, let's try not to die right away. Totally forgot to use my physics. Yep. We didn't get the freaking crit in. Thanks, game. Forgot how long this actually takes to go off. Too soon both times. Up you. Alright. Let's get the crit this time. You want to try and get that crit each and every time, if possible. That was just straight greed there. I should have died. Alright. Appreciate the support, Mimic. Alright, let's grab these runes. Should probably... Oh, nope. We did have some. Okay. Go ahead and rest. Let's see. I know we had enough, but I don't like leaving on odd numbers, so put you to 60 and endurance is done. I think we'll just go strength and faith at this point. Maybe put some more in vigor later. Maybe a little bit more into mine. Depending. Let's swap out our Ashes of War. Go back to Lion's Claw and Heavy. I didn't even see how long that stamina lasted on the physic, but we'll keep that in there for now and see how it goes for a bit here. Alright, now what did we get? We got the Remembrance. And the Shadow Tree is the shadow of the erdtree, born of dark notions that bear no sense of order, that twist and bend its stock, rendering it brittle. And then we got Mikla's Great Rune. Broken and bereft of its bounty, it retains naught but the power to resist charms. Mikla set off for the tower enshrouded by shadow, abandoning everything. His golden flesh, his blinding strength, even his fate. All in an effort to bury the original sin, to embrace the whole of it, and be reborn as a new god. So, it's an item you can use to resist charms, and come into effect later on. Potentially. Got that. Dude, I died that thing like 5 or 6 times. Something nutty like that. Alright, let's go ahead and got the Merlin counter because I don't know if we'll see Merlin tonight. Because he is enjoying the last bits of the sun. Okay. For a second there, it looked like Twitch wasn't up and running. I was like, what is going on? Okay. Alright, back to gameplay. Alright, so got that done. We did everything over here, so we go turn that in if we want. And got up here we can do. Suppose we could give another annoying boss a try. Alright, guys. Holy. Alright, do your big thing. Another boss I need a lot more practice. Hello, can I heal? Thank you. I feel like a frog. Okay. Guy is down. I think with him, you want to try and roll towards him on his attacks. My natural instinct is to roll away, but I think when I do that, I keep getting hit by his charge attack. $70. Now you gotta be careful going up this way because there's an albinar that rides around and will tear you apart with a bow if you're not careful. There it is. You can get him with a good rock. Pop, heal. Excuse me. Evil congestion. Alright, let's take a look at what loot we got here. So we got a talisman that boosts attack with precision aim shots. That's when you're using a bow and you do the close-in shot. We've got Geiss's Greaves. Oh, here comes Merlin. Oh, hello, kitty. That kind of hurt. You got claws. We've got Geiss's Greaves. And let's see. Black Iron Greaves made for Commander Geiss. A cruel joke, for he could not wear them. Riding atop the boar, he called his other half. Geiss was in fact a warrior Albinarch extractor. So Geiss was an Albinarch as well. It's amazing how much they keep popping up. And then we got Geiss's Remembrance. Both were his elder brothers to the line, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Geiss was both Mesmer's friend and leader of his men. Gaius and Mesmer were buds. Let's stay away from that. Next time we go back to the Round Table Hold, we'll have to look at these remembrances so you can see everything you can get from them. Aside from just the runes for using them. You're right. And I do believe Merlin might be hungry. So I think I probably need to go feed him. I thought I'd get another hour or so, but apparently his nap didn't last as long as I thought it would. Go ahead and mark that boss. Then I will be right back. Yeah, all right. Master Merlin has been... There we go. All right, I'm back. Okay, so we got that done. Let's go check over this place. This is a very, very special place you do not want to skip. Look at all the shinies. Wait till you see what they all are. Shadow Tree Fragment. Shadow Tree Fragment. Shadow Tree Fragment. And more Shadow Tree Fragment. It's like getting the lamnus bread from Lord of the Rings. This is about pretty much as close as we get to the Shadow Tree. You can grab these if you want. Yeah, spooky. Very spooky. Yeah, you get a bunch of Shadow Tree fragments. I'll say it's 5. 5 is a bunch in my opinion. But then yeah, you got this big building here. You don't even get to go inside it. There's no doors, secret passageways, nothing. Alright, so we took out Gaius. We've got... Hey, we can go do that. We can get another boss out of the way. What do you guys think? Alright, so we're up to 16. Put our damage at 1325 with each Greatstar. How many do we need now? We're still on 3, or are we on 4? Nope, still 3. So one more and we can be able to get to 17. Alright, so for this boss, I think I am going to do the NPC summon, because it's inside the arena, so it shouldn't affect the difficulty. Plus, it moves along the storyline of the horn set. I think I want to do that. Let's go and pop our physic. Oh. When you hit triangle instead of square. Nope. I thought I could back out real quick. Okay, let's be quiet. Cutscene.
Mongrel intruder. That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of life? Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
He's so cool.
In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Bro. Summon. Oh, where's the summon sign?
The grace of gold channel death in the embrace.
Oh, it's right by the entrance. Alright, let's try and do this correctly this time. I already messed it up because I need to pop a rune arc. Where was that? Oh.
Oh. Foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames, my blade.
Can I get a heal off? If I could get a heal, that'd be great. Yep, I'll just try and do the summon at the end. Focus on the attack first.
Mesmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames, my blade I use.
You know, I should have probably swapped out to fire resist now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Second phase. You guys gotta remind me to check my talismans. I always forget.
I will not suffer. A lord devoid of light.
So we gotta do that against Gaius too. Put magic resist on. Add holy resist.
Oh, mother. Forgive me.
Close your eyes. Just listen. Yeah, big spooky snakes.
Soon tarnished.
They're burning your clothes off.
Wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent shorn of light?
They're moving. Oh, I could get that. Or not. Oh, I thought I could jump that. I could not.
America, a curse upon thee.
Good job, boys.
Accursed Mesmer, my clan's suffering, their pain, all that they felt. Do you understand now? Your ugliness.
Let it all out, man. Let it all out. Let's rest up. Well, soothe. How you doing, bro?
We meet again, I see, comrade in arms, upon his end. Did you see Mesmer's face? 'Twas sublime. A very tangle of snakes. To think he dared call us savages, when he himself was most base of all.
Eh?
To say the least, I am to you indebted, yet unquenched remains my thirst for revenge. The death of Mesmer was merely the start. Now comes the Piper to collect from America, her offspring, and all the erdtree's denizens. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. If Miquella's redemption
Good line.
soothes the
Good line.
ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance, then I wish not to be by him redeemed. If Miquella's redemption then I...
Okay. We're all done there. Alright, swap some of these out. We're gonna do some other stuff before we go after some more bosses. What should we throw? Yeah, we'll put this back on. Get some more healing when we need it. Alright, so now we want to go. Where else? First. We want to go this way. Down we go. Oh, that looks so shiny. Watch to your left. They always want to sneak up on you in this game. Perfect place for a secret wall. He's not. Raw meat dumplings. Yay. Right. More jar people. I think this one is specifically for perfume bottles, right? Yeah. Can't remember if that was the one that used to be broken. There are some Ash of War that used to be like really broken. Because you just like target like the ground in front of like bosses and would just like melt them with the perfume bottles. Let's take a look at Mesmer's Remembrance. A malevolent snake writhed within Mesmer, and so his very mother plucked out his eye and put in its place a seal of grace. Yet, having done so, her fear compelled her to secret away her child within the realm of shadow. Hidden away, keeping company with the original sin, and a hatred that would not be confined. So 2 of her kids were omens. She threw them in the sewers. This kid had snakes in him. She plucked out his eye and then sent him to the Shadow Realm. Pegasus? Somebody might get that reference. Okay. We shall keep going. Aye. What could all these signs be for? Yay, Elden Ring community. If you don't want to see these, so you don't get any like hints yourself for secret stuff, you can just play in offline mode. And you won't see any of the messages, bloodstains, anything like that. Don't shoot your hamburger at me. Hey, those guys. I don't think you are. Okay. Just had to be sure. What you want, little guy? Bonk. 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 That shaman was doing some magic. There's another Iris of Grace. I think these are all like shaman chunks that didn't take to being in the pots. Or they were broken. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what the pots are made of. That's what Alexander was made up of. Our buddy Alexander was just a bunch of bodies. So wrong. Oh, I got grabbed. Yeah, Merlin, what you want, buddy? Yes. Hi. What you want? Hello. Just want some pets? Oh, camera. This is Merlin for anyone that hasn't seen Merlin yet. He likes to ignore me most times until I'm playing on the computer. And then he has to have all the attention whenever he wants. And he's a cat, so he gets it. You love you too, bye. Are they in your bed? Are they in your little tower? Let's see. We bump this up to 115. And Merlin counter up to 2. Alright. Thank you. I've got a little like tower right behind my chair. So you can lay and rest in that. If he chooses to. He may scratch out. We'll see how it goes. Hi, little guy. Who this was supposed to be for? Maybe I would say Mesmer and Gaius, but Gaius kind of just had to stay on his door, right? I mean, I guess they could have carried him, had him sit down. I don't know. So, we took the elevator down, that brings you out to here. which is what let us get to this area. We're going to explore all this and over here. And we also got this thing. Messmer's kindling. The kindling that burned inside Messmer the Impaler. A dark thing eaten away at by a wicked serpent. Burns the ceiling tree, said to be found at the old Rao ruins. Messmer, much like his younger sister, bore a vision of fire. I see a lot of people theorize that that's a reference to Melina from the base game, because it's pretty much believed that she's the daughter of America as well. And she had a vision that her destiny involved flame. So, this is another one of those lore references that's like, yeah, strongly implies, could be. $75 runes. So I'm letting us open the big door here. They make us go through a small door. I got another fire priest at the end of this bridge. Well, the fact that I can hit more than one. At a certain point, it's fire guy's gonna start casting spells at us. Just want to try and prevent ads. Alright, let's try and get rid of this guy. They really suck. Can't like rain fire on us. Don't like the fire guys. They're very mean. Let's see, he gave us his hood. What's the hood? A prodigious amount of cloth wound around it, giving the impression of a greatly swollen head, and wearing it increases intelligence. Disciple of the elder Wego, he refused to burn down an old ruin at the risk of his own life. So, kind of sounds like kind of a cool bro, maybe. Incantation of Salza, Sage of the Fire Knights. Summons a cloud of flame overhead that pelts foe with a rain of fire from above. Charging increases potency. Salza's disdain for barbarism never waned, even as he burned more villages and scorched more land than any other. Requires faith 52. Wonder if it's any good. At some point I'll have to do like a pure, or not pure, but like a heavy faith build. And try out some of these higher level incantations. I generally just use faith as like a backup. Like in this case, my primary is the strength with these two weapons, but then supplement faith for some heals and some ranged attacks and such. And then we go up. How close are we to 80k? Not gonna try and burn for all that. Now we're out over here. Again, this is the part where the map would really be nice if you could structure it into different layers. This is one of those areas that can get confusing. Have corn. And take that elevator down if we wanted. Don't think there's anything up over here. Oh yeah. We see all the Bale we can fight. Maybe we'll fight Bale at the end of this. That's a cinematic fight. Back here. I think there's a bear somewhere back here, just a regular bear. Not a room bear, I think. Can't remember if there's any loot. Golden horn tender. Oh, joy. Nope, there's the bear. Hi, bear. You can go down that way. We're gonna go this way. Wanna say there's a shadow tree fragment over here? Possibly. Like one of those guys with the glowing. Going through here. Going all around here. checking in. Couldn't remember if there's anything back over here. There's not a mushroom. Hi, bro. Yeah, see, there's a glowy pot guy right above my spike. We're gonna want to get. Shadow tree fragment? Nope, spirit ash. Still good. Still good to have. Not a glowy pot. Need more glowy pots. Oh, hey bro, I forgot you were there. Could have just said hi. But no, he has to try and kill me. They all just want to kill me. They just want to make friends. There we go, up there. Sure there's a guy up. Am I wrong? I was right. He was going to try and cast spells at us. That is one strong pot, man. Weak foe. That's rude. We're gonna get you first. You get I first. Merlin, what you doing? And open these big doors. Go down that way. Let's see what else is up here. How what you guys doing? You guys praying? I'm sorry. I need your runes. Okay. Let's just go back to the door. Oh, hi, big scary guy. Almost one shot him with it. Hello, guys. You want to be careful and watch the walls around here because they will hang out on the walls and jump down. If you was not careful where you look. Hey. Yeah, see? What do rocks do? Not too shabby. Rocks look pretty good. They're so creepy. Scorpion spiders. Horrible combination. They want to kill us. No merchant. That's funny. He was marking a secret. So that place up here, this is where you could jump down if you wanted to. Another way of getting down here. But then if you do that, you miss the opportunity if you don't go back up to get that spirit ash. I try to be as thorough as I can. So I'm still trying to memorize where all the spirit ashes and shadow fragments are. I always end up forgetting some because I usually end up at like 18 or 19 shadow tree blessing, and usually like 8 or 9 spirit ash blessing. Don't think that pot is shiny. Is it? Doesn't look like. That one is. No, not a shadow tree blessing. It's so dark here. You throw your pot at me. You throw it at me. You little dirt. You're gonna try and throw yours at me. Another guy. Everybody's throwing pots at me. Why? Oh, no itches. Okay. Open this up. Give me all your runes. Yes, that's how we came down. Then we got a door here we can go through. And then we got a tiny little thing here we can go through. Excuse me, I burped it. Bunch of creepy guys around here. Two. Oh, what happened? What happened is your buddy died. That's what happened. Whee! Yeah. We got over here. Got him way out over there. Guys over here praying. Who that's supposed to be? It's not America. One of those dancer guys around the corner there. Hi guys. Yeah. Hey buddy. Hi. Come down. Thanks. That looks so fuzzy. I don't like how they look so fuzzy. Oh, there's a big guy. I threw poison on me. Spider scorpion action. You can have your own spider scorpion if you want. Doesn't that sound great? You have one of your own. Very roly-poly. This takes us out on another side. What we got over here? Going down here, revenge. Going up this way. Some blood fiend guys. Dragonfly. Bye. Bye. Casually walking around with 300k runes on me. Pretty sure we could drop down there if we wanted to. You don't think I really want to? Oh no. Let's go out the other way. Back. Yes, here to the left. There he is. Hey, bro. Adjusting his spine there. So this brings us out on this side. Now this brings us out the ledge above. Okay. There's a shadow fragment. If we can take that spirit spring down, we want. Was there another passageway? Another route we could have gone? I don't think so. Oh yeah, on the other side of here. Let's take a look at that. See where that is. Yeah, this door here. Finish exploring in here before we leave. Anybody wants a mess cargo? Not me. Not against those that like it, but I do not. That's the same one. Might be. We'll look in a second. Let's see if there's anything else around. Doesn't look like it. Right, let's go down here. Yeah, this is bug area. Have a couple stones. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Here. Oh, he got him fast. I didn't think he was gonna get up here that fast. I don't think there's anything else really. We can go this way. Magic dude just chilling up here. Not gonna get me with that. No siree. Bugs. Bonk. You can hit this guy? I think the other one's coming down. Maybe. Oh, it came down. Hello. You have been bonked. Shadow Realm Rune 7. I'm a dragonfly. Just let me kill you, please. One mushrooms I need. I think so. I don't know, maybe. Yes, yes, we're gonna fight right there. Gonna avoid that real quick. I'll go around this. I'm gonna grab this ash ore. Erdtree fragment. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here the last of the flesh of my body. That's very ominous. Message from later. Message left by Needle Knight Letta, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursued McCluskey. Dane passed on a message. The sealing tree is in the ancient ruins of Ra. Lies beyond the high bridge leading from the first floor of the storehouse. I will join you there once I have finished the task at hand. Message left by Dryleaf Dane addressed to kindred spirits who also pursued McCluskey. We've found the sealing tree just ahead, but if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindling. That of Sir Mess. Then we got this Ash of War. Dryleaf Whirlwind. This skill represents the pinnacle of Dane's footwork-based martial artistry. Rise into the air with a series of spinning kicks before crashing down with one final strike. Imbues kicking attacks with energy, increasing their range. Usable on hand-to-hand weapons. Got that. Now, I don't want to see where that other path went. If it was somewhere, I think it was somewhere different. Maybe not. Let's find out. We're going to backtrack just a little bit. So I'm curious about that other spot. Because again, don't have the best memory because I'm getting old. Yeah. We can go back to Grace after. Take a look here. We went that way. Didn't we? Or if this is the other way. Hi. Coming down? No, you're gonna try and yak on me. Oh man. Nobody wants to get yacked. I think this might be the other one. Take a quick look. Fairly certain. Yep. Yeah, because there. Yep. Fast travel there. We've got a mini boss to fight. Let's see. Shrink. I went to the wrong Grace. There's our target. Yeah, that stamina does not last for does it? We're gonna swap. Crucible Hammer Helm holds the power of the Crucible of Life, the primordial form of the erdtree. Strengthens aspects of the Crucible incantation. It is said Devonia quested in search of the Crucible's origin and departed from the lands of the erdtree alone. Great hammer wielded by Devonia, longest serving of the Crucible Knights. Weapon forged of primordial gold, marked by its reddish hue and inhabited by ancient holiness. A torn of life is engraved upon the striking face. Unique skill, Devonia's Vortex. Using the power of the Crucible Vortex, violently spin the hammer around and slam the ground, causing a shock. This skill can be charged to increase its strength, dex, faith. Colossal weapon. Right. Okay. We got one of our big guys over there. Where we came out of. It's the dragonflies there. Nothing else over this. Bro already attacked. Bro's already attacking. We're gonna reset. Okay, now he's laying down. That was gonna be very scary. Alright, we'll grab some more of these. Maybe we'll try and use them this time if we can. Might not be able to. So the idea is you want to try and get across here where he starts attacking. Mimic. I'm scared. This is very big. I didn't reach it in time. I think it might be an either or thing. You either go for the crit or you go for the big fire. Ow! Meanie. You will not grab me. I don't know you. And finish them with a I guess not. Maybe it is specifically for the ones with the ankle braces. I don't know. Okay. Could very well. Alright, now we want to go with this. Try not to get hit. There's a grace over there. There's a golem around that sometimes will target you even right here, which is no fun. Okay. Got that path there. Got some stuff we can do over here. Spirit spring over here. I don't. And some dragon. There's the other one. There we go. Alright, so pop out our trusty shackle. Free this up. And we can go here. Yeah, that's what we gotta watch out. Get too close and aggro him. He'll want to kill you. More blood fiend guys. A few of them around here. One has some dogs with him. Dog. Oh, how that second rock missed. Going from? That's one of the big guys. Hello. Up against the wall, couldn't move. Son of a gun. I need to mark some deaths. I think we got about 5 deaths I haven't marked. I'm gonna have to do that. We'll do that here in a moment. I'm gonna get my room. What's crazy, even at this level of Shadow Tree Blessing, still real tanky enemies. Is there anything up here? Am I doing to remember something? Nope. If I can drop down one. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, we're gonna go down this way. These guys at least get staggered. That big dude did not get staggered at all. And there's so many dogs. There's runes. I don't even remember if there's any important loot up. One of those things like, do I need to fight this dude? No. Nothing over here. Doesn't look like it. No reason to fight you whatsoever. You old jerk. We'll go this way. Oh, dog still aggroed on me. Nope. That one is though. How many trees? Okay. Oh, where'd you come from? That's the way forwards. I want to be very careful with that dude up there. Do not want him going anywhere. I might have. You know how to aggro him? Oh, okay. Get him. Okay. I just need to get over there and get the loot. There's an elevator somewhere we can get him. I might need to drop down. I think I can drop down there. Okay. Hello, guys. Hi, big guy. Oh, I missed it. Not in the affectionate way. And I want to kill you way. Son of a gun. Hi. You gonna come down from there? Thanks. Thanks. There wasn't anything up this way, was there? You don't think so? Nope. Okay. We can go this way. And yes, this is what. Let's go up here while I'm thinking about it. Alright, yeah, spirit edge. Okay. Yeah, the guys with the shiny pots will disappear after they get aggro. They run and hide. Disappear. But in order to have them come back, you have to rest. Site of Grace. Which can be super frustrating. So just like the teardrop beetles or whatever they're called. I always call them dung beetles because that's what they look like to me. Couldn't leave him by himself up here. That'd be hard. But instead I killed him. Because I'm all merciful. The flying ones. No joy. You dodge that stone, man. You hit me, little guy. Your turn. Hey, Somber. Nothing's. Yep, totally needed that. Okay. Yeah. Run around, kill flowers. Cause if I don't, they're gonna kill me. Bonk. I got bonked. How rude it bonked me. Picked up a new incantation. Sadly, some deers died. Okay. Tiny skull. I gotta go because I can't get anywhere from. I mean, I could fast travel back to Grace. Let's see this. There. And yep, here we go. This is what I wanted to show everybody. So this is a place where you can make the, or we can make the Sword of Light if we wanted to. That's right here. So this is one place where you could get the stone sword. This is the second place. And then, if you remember right, the third place was the ruins. Right over here. So, ideally, you would get it here, and then this would be the highest point, and this would be the lowest point. But since I got it here, this is still the highest point, but the lowest point left was over here. Ah. But yeah, so either one of those three places, you can get the stone sword initially, and then from the other two, you can either make a sword of light or a sword of darkness. Or you can just keep the stone sword, if you want. Let's see. We could go this way. Three stone throws. Or three of those. Hee I missed you. I think I still like the range on this. Just barely not enough to hit. This one left. Thank you for that. Let's pick up a lot of loot. elevator there. That was a big old miss. Oops. Wrong flask. See where so where we got one of those other guys like a Crucible Knight. Well, let's see. I think I am going to take a quick bio break before we continue on. So I shall be right back. Before I go, I'm going to mark these deaths that I forgot. I believe it was 4 deaths. No, it was 5 because that last one. There were 84 deaths. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hello, Catherine. How are you? Okay. Pop a heal here. I miss you too. We will do something about that here eventually. Alright, where you at, big scary guy? There you are. That I did. I had to change my Ashes of War to do it, but I did it. Coming up here? How'd I miss that? Okay. But yeah, I put flame art on my weapons to take advantage of it being weak against fire, but jeez. I need to do that fight a lot more. Get better on my timing with rolling the thorns. Oh, that thing's got a serious range on it, doesn't it? Very rude. But yeah, I took down the flower, then I took down Gaius and Mesmer. Now we're over here. I'll make my way over. You know, all this stuff. Then I think I might finish the night out with Bale. But I also have this to turn into. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Spear dash. Yeah, this area. Do that. We've got the elevator in here, I think, that takes us up. Do that real quick. There's an incantation here I want to make sure to pick up. Sure it's behind here. Could have swore I healed like 50 times. I hate those guys. Well, we might as well just work our way up this way. Why not? We'll eventually get up there anyways. We'll do that. Right. Everybody's throwing pots at me. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Alright, where you at there? We got one over there. Alright, where you at, dancer? Yeah. Oh, I can cast spells and hit you. Where are you at? You are annoying. Okay. There. That's easy. Why do they have to be so oh, shiny pot? What you got in there? Give me shadow tree fragments. Oh. Actually got a mask. I don't think I've ever gotten the mask before. Did it do anything? Mask affixed with a crown of tingled horns, worn by those who would invoke divinity. Divine invocation heightens the dexterity of the wearer, but causes the blessing of the erdtree to become nauseating, reducing the restorative effects of drinking of the gives you dex, but lowers your healing. It's almost exactly like the lion mask. He's just jumping around, bud. You got a knife. Elevator there. Anything else up over this way? Way out there. There's a shadow tree fragment. We got another one of our buddies out here. No, this is where we were before, right? I think. Yep. I'm running here. I really don't want to fight those two again. I can, but avoid it if I can. Try and run through here to the elevator. Do I have the wrong spot? I think I have the wrong spot. No, it's there. Pretty you. Wasn't it right there? Or am I just completely on the wrong level? came in through there. Oh, the elevator's stuck up there. That's why. I need to pull the switch. I was confusing myself. That was the switch out. You need to pull the lever. I don't want to pull the lever. Okay. Let's get our runes back, shall we? Hey, fine. Don't show up torn. Got one there. Ooh, he's got shiny eyes too. Shiny eyes and a shiny skin. We got one guy there, and then we got the other. And get them each at a time. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, you should start walking back. Okay. Should be all of them. I got a lot of runes. So we just picked up this Pest Thread Spears. So this is the improved version of Pest Threads. Requires 26 faith. It's creates sticky threads that twist them into forward flying spears. Let's see. Charge to enhance potency. Pests are abandoned servants, and it is for the reason that they found a mother in the Saint of the Bud. So the spears work really good like the pest swords against large enemies, so dragons, the golems, any creature like that where you can kind of do like a line through them. It will do really, really decent damage. All right, now this guy here. I'm almost wondering if I should go up and get the grace first. I think that would probably be advisable. Oh shoot, I think I'm getting invaded. Yep, I'm getting invaded. Normally he doesn't show up until up here. We can do this to work. Yep, okay. So when he invades right there, you can attack him if you want, or you can kind of just run ahead and he goes away. We got the grace here. Cool. Now we can go down this way. We got some other areas we can complete. Anything else up over here? I don't think so, but can. That was not very smart of me. This should just be one guy. Where is he at? There he be. We got the Greaves. Then this should be the incantation. Yep. Okay. That's the elevator down below. Mushroom. Okay. Wasn't anything up there. Alright. Should be able to drop down over here. This is kind of a secret area. You don't have to do this area. And then it's honestly kind of why I'm carrying a lot of runes. Oh well, let's see what happens. Now you can have torn out at this so you can get the double jump, but I don't always like doing parkour with torrent because, well, torrent is crazy. Heal. So pop a heal too. Not really worth it. Get it if you want. Going this way. Okay, so you can parkour around there to get through, but sometimes if you do it right, you can get torrent in there. Haha. Talisman of all crucibles. Grants effect of all crucible talismans. Giant mass of intermingling crucible attributes. Reduces damage taken from critical hits and headshots and improves the effectiveness of rolling and backstepping, but also increases damage taken at all times. Rumored to have been sprouted upon giants and is known as the Mother of Crucibles. An ancient tower lore. So you have like crucible, so it increases, so it combines these three into one talisman. Pretty nice. Like I says, it does increase the damage taken, but very darn awesome. I think this just takes us out where we could parkour. Yeah. You could parkour over here. Or you just jump with torrent. And get through that way. There wasn't anything I missed, was there? I know I'm bad at missing things. Okay. Now we want to go back through here. And go up the elevator. That brings you up right over here. There's Grace over here. Grab this real quick. And we are going to rest. We're almost at our max revered spirit blessings. We only need one more. Well, one more level. I don't know how many. I'll take a look how many ashes we have. So we have one level left for that, and 3 for the shadow tree blessings themselves. Level up. think I might eventually get faith to like 40-ish. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to do something about that guy. Because he will want to shoot us. Hey, buddy. They all fall down. Okay. You drop some great arrows. Sweet. Bum, bum, bum. So really the only reason to come up here is there's a secret boss over here. It's another lion dancer boss. In there in the middle. Difference being is that lion dancer will do death blight and summon basilisks to kill you. I do not like death blight. I do not like dealing with death blight, so I do not like doing that unless I'm doing it from a range. And unless you're a caster, like a lot of FP, then you got to use bows, and that's just a really long fight. Because you would just stand up here and blink at him, right? Cast your spells, whatever. But then when he summons the basilisk, they would come up here, so you actually have to kill the basilisk too. Otherwise, they'll get you with death blight up here. But then you're not taking direct damage from the dancing lineups. But yeah, that's where you would do that. That's the only reason to come over here. Since I'm not doing that, I'm not worried about it. So I think what we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna try and take out 2 bosses to finish things out. Because then we can start Monday with the boss here, which will take us into here. And with a decent enough push, we could end up beating the DLC Monday. Might do some cleanup Monday too. Do some of the dragons and stuff in the base game, we'll see. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go here and turn in. I think that's what we're going to do. You swap out my physics. This was no bueno, no good. Oh, that. Guess we could go with make consecutive attacks stronger when we just do normal attacks with our L1s. Need 100k to level. We're doing on runes. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Kind of empty ourselves of runes. This is one of those bosses that we need 13k. Do 15. This is one of those bosses where things can go sideways real fast. I have to go buy some more rune hearts.
Another bad dream, Yuri. Put that rotten thing out of your mind. That tangled mess can't hurt you.
That's a tiny double hand thing. Hi, buddy.
Hello there. I heard another sound, colored by your essence.
Yeah.
Simply exhilarating, I must say. The stars are dark tonight. But rest assured, this is no ill omen. On the contrary, I believe that this portends a magnificent starry cascade. Now,
Okay.
take this. My final gift to you. May you join the glimmering stars above. Oh yes. I believe I can feel it brewing. This evening is a sign of a greater night to come.
Ask about the nature of the
What
world.
I said, that Marika and the fingers that guided her were unsound from the start.
Yep.
Well, the truth lies deeper still. It is their mother who is damaged and unhinged. The fingers are but unripe children, victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady. May you join the glimmering stars above.
Okay. How are you doing?
I told you once, I've no interest in companionship.
Okay.
But I must admit, Count Ymir did seem very pleased. Perhaps an exception is in order. Ymir is a shining in our eyes, the only star upon the black canvas of the night. Our meeting with the Count taught us of the star-draped sky. We know that we cannot reach out to touch it, but we can peer up at its brilliance and heed its guidance. We will never again lose our way in the night.
Okay. Cool. Let's rest. And if I remember right, he's out here.
Forgive me. I failed you. Failed to birth you whole. But it won't be long now. I will soon be a mother. I will give you new life. I assure you. You will have life. Please, will you allow the two of us this time alone? It isn't much to ask.
No, you got it. So what he gave us, a map of this place, indicates a third and final hollowed room, distinct from those shown on the first two maps. May you join the glimmering stars above. And then kind of the hint he gave was deeper, right? So, gotta find some way of getting deep. He just happened to move from his throne, right? Oh, let's go. Sorry, got distracted. Whoa. That person going crazy with the whip. That's not what you are. Okay. This is a creepy but cool looking place, isn't it? It's more of the madness fingers. Created by Sword Hand of Night Anna. Claws of Night, arguably my favorite weapons in the game. I love these weapons. So it's a claw, right? Which I love claws. Require strength, dex, faith. Oh wait, strength and dex. So claws of bottomless black from which no light can escape. Wielded by Anna, Sword Hand of Night. Engraved with the Smith script, enabling strong attacks to launch all three claws at a target. The blades are only semi-corporeal and cannot be fully guarded against. Skills, Scattershot, Throw. Employ smithing arts to conjure multiple copies of the armament in both hands and throw them all at once. Follow up with an additional input to throw again. So the weapons, the claws are semi-corporeal, so they basically bypass shields and stuff, I think. But what makes it so good is when you have them in each hand, you do the Ash of War, it lets off 6 claws. So if you do that really close to a big enemy, you're almost guaranteed to proc a bleed every time. As long as they're vulnerable to bleed. So, really solid weapon against dragons. Pretty much anyone, and they're just really good. So if you're into claws, I used hook claws for majority of a game, and then I switched to these, and yeah, these are my favorite claws. There you go. So then Anna was Johan's sister. Never realized there was something down here. What is this? cookbook. Should have guessed. What's this one do? Let you make fingerprint nostrum? What did that? Anything that looks like a fingerprint? I don't know. Oh well. Oh yeah, pro tip. I don't know if you know this or you saw, but those like rowan berries, you can actually use those to heal Torrent. So like, you know, when you're riding Torrent around and he gets damaged, you can actually feed him those berries to heal him. So he doesn't get unsummoned so fast. Take America. Alright. See how this goes. This is definitely one of the more interesting looking bosses. I will give her that. Her weak point is her face. Somebody maybe stun her before she did the face too. She can do... Okay. That laser is almost unavoidable. I think you can use some spells and stuff against it. Trying to get her face. Choice as a side charge. There, we got her. Okay. That was Mater Mother of Fingers. Notice how those tubes look like those worms? And it's like we're under the water, but I almost feel like we're in a different, like, kind of dimension, too. Fingers all over the place. Just here, and level up. Now you want to go back here. can't remember if we need to leave and come back or just rest.
What have you done? You've wounded Count Emir most irreparably, such that he wishes for your death. I must attend to the Count's concern. Oh, my dear star, a fine mother. You will be.
That's when now we're going to invade it again.
Grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I will be the only mother. My dear children. Forgive me, you.
Just kind of want to bully him so he doesn't summon a bunch of fingers on you. All right. Go level up. And then there's Johan's right there. Don't think we can do anything else up here. Oh, you can just go back down there. I don't think there's any reason to. Let's take a look at what we got here. Let's get his bell bearing so you can learn whatever sorceries. So this is a remembrance we got from the Mother of Fingers. And Mother of Dragons, we got Mother of Fingers. Yeah, that fight is annoying because of all the fingers she summons, and then, like I said, she goes on her side all the time, so it's hard to get her weak spot. Just in the front where there's all those fingers going blah, blah, blah. So. Let's see. The mother of all two fingers and finger creepers was in turn a magnificently gleaming daughter of the greater will, and the first shooting star to fall upon the lands between. Staff of Count Ymir, who made himself a mother of fingers, cared for want of tail fingers of his own, enhances finger sorceries. The crystal ball, though representative of a microcosm, would not receive any sign, no skill. Oh, it's a wand or staff for sorcery. And you get his drip. Let's go talk to Johan. Hey.
Count Emir, the stars, the sky. I see them not.
So once again, we have a choice. We can use Iris of Grace to grant her grace, in which case she becomes a summon for you. Or use the Iris of Oculation, put her into eternal darkness, and you get her katana. I'm going to use the Iris of Grace. I want to show you something kind of cool.
Oh, it blinds.
Yeah, you haven't seen the light.
Our night simply never was.
Now we got that. Spirit of a sword hand granted light by the iris of grace. Wields a sword of bottomless black that penetrates the enemy guard. Though it was not by the shining star that she had longed for. Thus was her night illuminated. But this was an at times blinding light, and threatened to expunge the night entirely. So her katana works similar to her sister's claws, and it bypasses guard. And then the Ash of War is like kind of an AoE attack, if I remember it. So what we want to do is take her summon, or take her, and we want to go to here. We want to go up to Shaman Village. So we're going to use enter, right? I think that's the grace. Because there's a secret with her summon that I want to show. Takes a little bit of parkouring. Almost walked right off the edge, not paying attention. Oopsie. How shiny and pretty. What we're going for is over here. Remember that mage tower where we got that cannon? There's something special about it. Up. That's where we want to get. Heal up. That's where we're going. Nope. Okay. Trying to remember the path down. We don't count gravity deaths. Wonder if I go up this other way if it's better. Let's see. Maybe going up this way it's better. Yep, didn't look like it. If we end up losing those runes, it's okay. Didn't have a whole lot. I just... Down here. Go here. And here. And there. And here. Yeah, then we want to go there. Now we want Torrent. There we go. So to follow all that, and here we have a puppet. Usher Anna into Sword Hand of Night, Jolan's Spirit Ashes. Yes. So you bring her Spirit Ash here, and then you get to basically save her sister. So now you could summon both of them to help you fight. Spirits of 2 Sword Hands of Night, one of them being possessed by Count Ymir's doll Anna. Together, Yolan's sword and Anna's claws are as bottomless black and penetrate the enemy's guard. Jolan and Anna were born in a cold, dark jail, where they were raised deprived of light, to be Sword Hands of Night. Thus were they cultivated to become the most terrifying masters of their blades, though the burden of the deed left their hearts frail and pliant. Kind of sad. Yep, there you go. And let's see. Yeah, I think we'll save Bale for Monday. Let's go ahead and go back to the roundtable hold real quick. We can take a look at all these remembrances so you can see what you can get with them. We've gotten a lot. So from the Lion Dancer, you can get a talisman or an Ash of War. From Rolana, you can get her swords, which is kind of just a dual hand version of the Sword of Night and Flame, but not as strong. Or you can get her 2 moon spell, which is kind of cool. From the Putrescent Knight, you can get his weapon, or you can get a spell. The weapon does do frost. Has scaling off arcane too, I'm not sure why. Typically that would be reserved for like things that do blood buildup. But here is what it is. From Gaius you get his sword lance, which the Ash of War on that sword lance is pretty darn good. The sword lance itself is pretty good. It's good against dragons because they're weak against spears. Or you can get one of his gravity spells. From the annoying giant sunflower, who I hate and despise, you can actually get a piece of it as a weapon. It's a colossal hammer. And then there's lore behind the weapons too, you can look up. Or you can get the incantation from Midra. You can get his sword that he pulled out of his body because it was acting as a spine. Or you can get a madness incantation from Mater. We get Staff of the Great Beyond, which is kind of cool. If I remember right, is this the one that can do... I think this might be the one that you can do either sorceries or incantations with. See, staff fashioned from the tail fingers of Mater, mother fingers in the microchasm. Raise aloft over the crux they form. Catalyst for casting both sorceries and incantations. The mother receives signs from the greater will from beyond the microchasm, despite being broken and abandoned. She kept waiting for another message to come. So yeah, with this you could actually use spells and incantations if you want. Just kind of cool. Feel like a complete like overall caster build. Be kind of sick. Or you can get a colossal shark weapon. And for Mesmer, you can get his spear or a spell. Well, an incantation. And likewise, you can always exchange all those for runes as well. You can get Mesmer's Drip if you want. And you can get Gaius's armor. Just remember, you can't get Gaius's pants here because we had to loot him from that Albanar. Begs the question, when we were fighting, was he not wearing pants then? Oh no. Alright, let's go turn in these bell bearings we have. Do. Okay. I think what we're going to do, we're going to leave off here. Then Monday, we'll either start with Vale, or what we might do Monday is I might go do some cleanup in the base game. We've got a few dragons we could kill, some other bosses we could kill as well. Some of like the riders and stuff like that. So we might do that in the beginning just kind of as a warm-up. And then we'll go for Bale. And then we will probably hit up right here. Church of the Bud. Which will theoretically lead us into Endgame for the DLC. Then once we get through the DLC, then we'll have to go back to the base game and finish up the last area there. Then we're all done. So more than likely, if not Monday, then Wednesday will probably be all done with Elden Ring. Which means we'll be starting up a new game probably next week. And I'm thinking, I'm really feeling God of War. The 2018. Especially with the announcement that they're going to be remaking the original trilogy. Kind of itching to do a God of War run and then God of War Ragnarok after. So I think that's going to be our next game. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it here for the night. And then I'm going to look back through all the VODs to see how it looked on YouTube Shorts, as well as YouTube itself and Twitch, because this was the first time multi-streaming to the 3. Let's see how that goes. So, let's go ahead and mark that Mater fight. That mark. The other death we have is from falling, so I'm not counting that because gravity don't count. But yeah, so that'll be it for today. So thank everyone for stopping by. Those that checked out the stream and gave it a watch. Hopefully you'll come back for next stream. I should be on Monday morning. I typically aim for Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Usually between 8 to 10 a.m. Central U.S. time. That can vary at times, unfortunately, due to life, but that's what I'm trying to stick with. Always trying to stick with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For now, at least. Might end up throwing a Saturday or Sunday in there at some point as well, depending how things go. Well, yeah, so that'll be it for today. Thanks everyone again for catching me on the stream. I'll see you guys next week in the next one. Have a great weekend.